on yesterday, which is with Git using Cloud9. I have already created a new Cloud9 environment. It's brand new. So in Cloud9, I'll open a new terminal, okay? And in your laptop or your Mac, you can open a terminal as well. But as I said before, in your working environment, when you go to a proper job, you don't see any graphical user interface. What you are faced with mostly is this command line, okay? So in Cloud9, whenever you log in, Cloud9 has a default environment, a default folder that you are in, okay? Here in Linux, it tells you, this prompt tells you the user that is logged in and the location that you are at the moment, okay, which is the current folder that you are in. You always log in into an environment at a specific location. Mostly is the home, your home folder. That's where you start working. No matter where you go on Linux, you'll be in a specific folder. Whatever you do, you will be in a specific folder. Okay. So currently we are in the folder in the home, and they've created an environment folder, and that's where we call it directory. If you want to find out about where you are, is print working directory, and it tells you you are in the home folder of Ubuntu, and there's a folder called environment. That's where you are. Okay, so we will stay here. Now we're going to create another directory called git init to delete. Okay, so mkdir. Can everybody follow these steps, please, on your Cloud9? I forgot to tell you. Can you all follow these steps on your Cloud9? If I'm going fast, let me know. Tell me. I will slow down. Who here has got to this stage or not got to this stage?
I'm already here.
Me too.
Okay. Chris. Paul. Paul, are you here?
Yes, I am, but I'm observing mode, just referring to the office.
Okay. Oh, yesterday you did it anyway. So, Chris.
Yes, I mean.
Okay, so you are here. We will be driving with you soon. So make sure you get there. You'll be sharing your screen, Chris. Abdullah, you too.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't get caught out. Don't get caught out. I'll randomly pick one person to share their screen and show their location. Foster,
Okay.
I'm not sure if you should be following, but for now, because your Cloud9,
because even my Cloud9 is not set up.
Don't worry. I've done a video for Cloud9 just because of this, so we can go back to it.
I just like to just join in and listen in because I pick a thing here and there, and it's been helpful. And by the way, I had to learn about Git before coming in, so thanks for giving me that video.
Nice.
Usually when I heard Git, I was like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Everyone talks about Git, and I was like, what the hell is that? But it was so simple.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The what, the why, and then the how. We all go and find it. That's what you need. You need the what and the why.
Yeah, and I think if you have been creating documents or reports and things like that, it's easy to understand what version is because it's very, very important, especially for regulators.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to create, and everything I'm doing here, I haven't touched Git yet. I'm now using my Linux environment to create a folder, to start a project, and okay. So create one and call your name, Bernard to delete. Okay. Now you've created a folder. When you list the content of your current folder, you will see that your folder that you created is also there. Okay, Bernard to delete. You change into the folder. And remember, yesterday we got introduced to the tab button, the tab button. It auto-populates for you. If you start typing the name of the folder and you click tab, it auto-populates for you. So I'm changing into it and I'm in it. If I list the contents of this folder, there's nothing in it. Yesterday, we also got introduced to a flag, which is ls-a. So -a is a flag. ls is the program. A flag are the ones that you add, say, I want more, okay? Yesterday, we also got introduced to documentation in Linux, so man and help, okay? We also got introduced to man and help. So -a flag for ls means that I want to see all files, even hidden ones, okay? And we also got introduced that if I create a file, I can use the program called touch, and I'll say delete. But if I add dot in front of a name of a file, that file will be hidden. After I create it, you can't find for that file. So let's create it. And if I do ls, there's no file there, but the file is sitting there. To list that file, you need to add the -a to the ls command, and it will show you that file as well, okay? So using -ls, you can have help, ls help, --help. If I learn how to spell help, it will give you everything that ls does. And the -a, there's a lot of flags. They have one for -a small letter and one for capital letter. Okay, we got B, C, and they'll tell you exactly what this is all about. Okay.
Oh.
There's another tool that we learned yesterday, which is man. Man is also an extended documentation of a program. So if you want to find out a lot more about ls, you type man ls, and voila. Every distribution, every operating system, Linux operating system, has these types of documentation. It's detailed, really. There's a lot. All the programs that you install will have these documentation. So, and we also realize that you can use just quit and then you are out. We also know about clear. The screen is a bit too much, so I can clear the screen and everything that I was doing is gone. Okay. Now, yeah.
After I created the mkdir Abdallah dash to delete.
Yeah.
I only had, let me share my screen.
Yeah. So we haven't done anything Git yet. I was just helping you with the Linux commands, and I know even to do working in your project, you will encounter these problems. You need this skill to be able to go forward. So that's why I always, every day when we're doing something, we will take you through some Git. Okay. Oh, you are Abdallah.
Yeah.
You have initialized a project already. That's what's going on. So first thing is, this Cloud9 environment?
Yes.
Sometime, somewhere,
you initialize.
Yeah. So clear this, and then ls dash space dash a.
Yes.
No, dash a.
Oh, dash a.
And then space .git. So we want to list a specific file. Sometimes when you just leave it like that, it will just bring everything.
Okay.
.git is .git. Okay. Remove rm -r. So rm space -r. -r is a flag.
R.
Yeah. Space
.git.
So we are removing .git folder file of it's gone. So now you haven't initialized this folder anymore. Okay.
Okay.
So let's focus on that. So find out which project, list the content, all the content of this, including hidden folders of this directory. Can you list it?
TWD.
No.
I should list ls.
Exactly. I'm not going to give you the commands. I'll tell you what to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'll just tell you what to do, and I'm expecting you to find the command to do that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So when I say list all the contents of this folder, we've done it. It's ls space -a. Remember, I want everything, not just the ones. I want the ones that are hidden as well. So space -a. Exactly. And here you can see that the hidden files are now there. When you did it without the -a, it gave you just the readme and the delete. But when you did it with -a, there are so many files. One of the name of a file in here is named just dot. You can create a file and name it anything you want. You can create a file and name it %, whatever you want. Any character you can create a file with. But for dot, there's a reason why they do dot and put dot in front. Okay. So now I'll let you drive, Abdullah, actually.
Oh.
I want you to then change into the directory that you've created, Abdullah to delete. Okay. You need CD.
CD.
Yeah. And then the name of the folder. As I said, you can use the tab button. Okay. You don't need to go back. You can just type tab now. Yeah, and you're in. Okay. So this is a new project that we are going to work on, Abdullah to delete project. And in this project, we want to make sure that everything we do in this project is managed by Git. Okay. All the versions, everything we do here is managed by Git. So we will initialize this folder and give Git permission to start looking into it for us. Okay. And this is where you use the Git program. So Git space init. And that's it. As you see, it has initialized the project for you and it's telling you some things. Abdullah, can you do the config and put your name? So copy the git config global.
Git config.
1 minute. Do git status. Okay. All right. So let's leave this for now. So now this project now is this folder is a Git project. You can see that they have a branch name into brackets after the name of the project, which is the master branch. We'll talk about branches after. So what I want you to do is, now that you've initialized it, I want you to create a file and start editing that file, Abdullah. So the file name will be my small letter my, and then capital letter self. But I'm not going to show you how to create a file. We did this yesterday. There you go. If you don't go and practice, show you 100 times.
We are all supposed to do it, isn't it?
Yes. So by now you should have initialized the delete folder, and you're going to create a file. So
so mine, then the rest of the self is all caps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just the S is the caps.
Okay.
They call it camel casing, but the M should have been caps as well. I don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, you need touch, so put touch in front of it. So TOU and tab. No, in front, not after. In front of the name.
Myself.
Yeah. TOU. OTOU, and then tab. Don't go back. You spelled it correct wrong. Yeah. And that's why you just tap TOU tab. There it is. Okay. Remember, you need these things to be in your head. This is the basics. If you want to go and do an admin or office manager in some office, and you don't know how to use Windows, how can you be an office manager? And I'm telling you, these Linux commands should be, especially the basics, should be second nature. Okay. All right. So enter and then list the contents of the file. I want to see everything in that folder.
Okay.
That's not everything. Some of it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have the file, and the Git project also that manages that is also there. Okay. So Git status, and let me see what happened. What is Git talking about this, saying about this project at the moment? And always you use Git status to check what's going on. So do Git status, and remember, tab is your friend. So Git is telling us that, oh, I've seen a file that has been created, but I'm not tracking it. So it says on track files, and it sometimes gives you a hint of what to use to do what. Okay, and if you watch the video, it was telling you about stages. Currently, this file is in the working stage. Okay, environment where you are working on the file. Git, if you delete this file, Git doesn't know about it yet. Okay, so we have at least 3 stages. The first stage is where you're working on the file. Nothing, Git knows about it, but it's not monitoring it. So you then do Git add to add the file to the staging area, where Git will then know that, oh, yes, I'm actually going to start recording on this file, or have this file as one of the things I'm going to monitor. So you do Git add, and then you put the file name. Remember, these commands require more. You're adding what? Can't just Git add.
Nice.
Okay. Git add, and the file name.
Yeah.
The file name, not the directory name. File.
Oh, okay. For the name I use for the file.
It's there. It's in red. See it.
Myself.
And tab, yeah. And then you enter. So what you've done is you move the file from the working area to the staging area, where all files can be committed. Move to the committed area. So do Git status, and let's see what is happening now. See, it says now that it has been put into it's been ready to be committed, changes to be committed. Okay, so it says you can remove it from that stage by running the command git remove and the file name, and it will move it back to the working area. Okay, so as an abstract, don't do that yet.
Okay.
You need to think in your head that, oh, these things are working in the background as areas that he's moving it to. And if you watch the video, this guy had a very nice video to explain what the areas are and why it's going there, and so on and so forth. Okay, so now we're going to commit it. We're going to move it to the committed area. Okay, commit area. So the command you will use is git commit. Yeah. Now, okay, we are not doing this yet. Always before you type enter, remember to ask me. So
okay,
press and hold Control plus X.
Control X.
Yeah. Okay. Git commit is not the end of the command. Remember, yesterday, what did we add here?
And file name.
No, we are committing and we want to add a message. We want to add what this change, what it's all about. So we add a flag -m, and then we open inverted commas, space, open inverted commas. You have to put space first.
The file name.
And then no, a message. We did it yesterday. A message. This is, I have just created this file, empty blank file. Created a blank file or something like that. Yeah, that's it. And then you enter. Now, I'm teaching you this now because there are other ways to do this, but this is, I want you to know the basics. So what happens if you do Git status again? Git will tell you that I have already added all the changes into my system, so there's nothing to do. Nothing. I don't have anything. All the files in this folder, I have successfully controlled the versions. Okay. Now you can see the configuration commands that you've set there, saying add your name, add your whatever. Normally, when you initialize a project, you want to also add your details. Why? Because if someone comes in and they want to know who did what, the information that Git will use is what is requested. That how do I tell people who has done what? So if you do git log, it will tell you do git log. Enter. So currently on this file or in this project, that it's using the computer name, the username of the computer and the host name of the computer to record this information at the moment. The first thing you did was you created a file. That's the message you gave it when you were committing the changes. Okay, so it knows that it's the author is Ubuntu and the machine that was used to do and the date and time. But if you want to make sure that we actually put our own name, and you need to do configure git to put your name in this machine. So that's where the commands are at the top there. So copy git config -- global. It's at the top there. You can just take your mouse and go and copy.
The first one is the first one.
You're going to do both of them. And of course, you're going to change your name and put your name in the middle of the quotations. Okay. It doesn't matter what you put here. Git is not going to confirm it. You just want everybody to know that it's you. Whatever you put here, it will use it. And run the next command and put your email address. You're going to put your email address, remove that one. That's an example email address, and then put your own email address. It's not, as I said, you can put anything there, even if it's not a proper email. But if you go to a project, a proper company, if I'm in the lead, I would want to know, I want you to put your normal email there. Okay. So we've told Git to use this as, and there's another one. If you don't want this, you can just remove. After doing this, you may fix the identity used for the commit. So if currently the commit that we did is using the Ubuntu as a name because we didn't set that. If we want to amend that now, the command to do it says git commit -- amend -- reset author. That's the one that you can copy it. It's there, the last one, the last command at the, yeah. So it's telling you that one. It tells you that after doing this, you may fix the identity by running this command to fix the identity that was used. So enter. Enter. What are you doing?
Enter.
Just tap. Go back again and let me see. Okay, do it again. Copy that command.
This one?
Yeah. You didn't copy it correctly, but you need to add one more. The R didn't come.
Git commit.
Just type R.
Oh.
Enter. Okay. Normally Git uses Nano as a file editor to do these things. Okay. So what it's doing is the changes you want are this. Okay. If you want to add anything more, you can add it as well. Okay. So if you don't want to add anything more, Nano, to save this file, to save this file, control I think you just exit, Control X. Okay, it's done it. Okay, it's done the changes. So now do git logs. Git log.
Enter.
Yeah. See, currently it says ABD did it instead of Ubuntu did it. You get my point?
Yeah.
Okay.
ABD.
So I want you to open the file. We're not going to use command line to open it. Cloud9 is also an IDE. So yesterday what we did was we went to the folder on the left, selected it and opened it. Normally I don't want to teach test editors today, so let's just open the file. So open that folder, the file will be in there, and open it from here. Okay, and add something to it. We did this yesterday. Context, just add context, and write something about you're going to use this file to describe yourself. No, the context is not the myself itself. It's just telling people what this file is about.
Yeah.
So that's not
just putting
my name is Abdullah. No. But I want you to put in there what you're going to use this file to do. So the second line, what are you going to use this file to do? Okay, cool. Then save it. You can go Control C or save. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we've made changes to the file now. Now close this. Anybody that's not here, let me know, and do git status. See, what did git tell you in red?
Modified myself.
The file has been modified. It's picked it up, but it then wants you to add the file and then or restore. Go back to the old one. It can actually restore the version. Okay, go back to the old one, all the changes, or you add it ready to be committed, and so on. So I want you to add this file, this changes that you've done to the staging environment, and that will be git add, and the file name. You check the status again. it's saying that it's in the staging area, you need to commit. You can commit it. So, or restore. You can either go forward. It will not tell you what to go and do, but you can say you can go back. And then it gives you an example command to restore it from the staging area. But we're going to commit. So we'll do git commit -m. Next time I'll tell you to commit the file, and I'll just give you the message.
Okay.
I don't want to be driving for you.
Okay.
This is the third time I'm doing this. Okay. Third time we have had to add a file to the staging area and had to commit. Okay. So next time I'll be telling you what to do. You should be able to do it yourself.
Okay.
Anybody I pick, this is the idea of the job. I'm not going to be sitting here telling you commands to write. I want you to learn the commands. I just want to teach you why we are using those commands. And that's it. If it's not going to go in, I can't do it. Okay. And space and put your message, master. We've done this before. We've done this. This is the third time you're doing it. I don't expect you to make a mistake. How did we put the message?
The message.
Yeah. Git commit. We did it and we added a message. How did we do it? We open inverted commas and then we put a message. No, the message is anything. So here, what did you do to the file? No, what did you do to the file? It has to be specifically to the change that you applied. What did you do to the file? You added the context.
Yeah.
So you say, oh, I changed this file and I added the context.
Added
context. Chris, get ready to share your screen. We'll drive from you as well. Enter. So you are committing, and this is the message you're using to commit. Now, do git status again. There's nothing to change. You do git log. Enter. See down, there are two changes. The first commit, what did we do? We created the file. And this is why the message is very important, because there will be a time that you come here and there will be 3 million commits. If you don't put a message about what you did to this, made change about, you will come here and you don't know which one is what. The first one we did, we created a file and it says created a file. That's the message when you're committing. It's very, very important. Someone actually told me that when you're writing a commit message, write proper English. So here, I will mark you down for not making the capital letter when you're starting a sentence. Remember, it's like you're writing an email. Everybody's going to see this. It's you. It's got your details on it. So it will be added, capital A. You don't want, you get my point? But that's all cosmetics anyway. So the point I wanted to make is that when you're committing, which you're going to learn yourself, because I've told you that when you create you're making changes to a file, you have to add it to the staging stage, which is git add, and then the file. You need to commit it, git commit, and then put a message. The flag to collect the message is -m. You put the message in inverted commas, and then you enter. That is how you commit a file. Okay. So thank you, Abdullah. Chris, can you share your screen?
Okay.
Guys, I I'm not going to, I don't think I've said it enough. If you don't know it, and this is what people will go and study a course and then quickly go and do an exam and pass the exam. When they join the company and they tell you, okay, you said on your CV that you can do this A, B, C, D. Now, let's go and do a work, and I tell you simple thing. List the content of the folder while we are working. You'll be like, oh, how do we list? Forgotten. Oh, this is not an exam anymore. You have to do it. So it's not about an exam. It's about actually doing it. Okay. So you got to this stage. Thank you very much. You showed the log. You added an intro to the file. That's that. Open the file itself using the click the button here. The folder structure on the left clicked on the file. Okay. Now I want you to enter twice in this file and talk about the food you like best. Not a lot. Yesterday, I told everybody here that me too, the food I like best was banku. It seems every Ghanaian likes banku. Every Ghanaian likes banku. Right, that's it. Like save this file. Yeah.
Yes, done.
Okay, go back to the terminal. You can close the file, yeah, and do git status. So, Chris, I'm just going to drive you by telling you what to do. I will not tell you how to do it. Okay. So let's see how much you have learned. So it says that you've modified the file. Okay. I want you to add this file to the staging area. Whatever the changes you've done to the staging area. No.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
This is if it's good. It's good that I'm not sitting next to you. This will deserve a knock in your head. Okay. Now I'll teach you a trick. Wait, don't rush. I know you know. I'll teach you a trick. Okay. But it's only a trick. If you do git add, do it again. Git add. And then remove the myself. Space dot. Now I'm introducing you to dot. Okay. This dot here represents everything in this folder, in the current folder that I'm in. That is what this dot is. Please go and learn about it. Okay. So if I put dot, if I say I want to copy a file from one path to the current location that I'm in, instead of putting the location as again, I will just put dot. Dot represents in this location. Okay. So if you make changes and there's only one file, sometimes you make change, we will add another file today. Sometimes you make change and then it's not everything that you want here. Or maybe you made a change to just one file, but you want to add all of it at the same time. 3 files, you want to add all of it at the same time. You just use dot. Okay. Instead of then having to type all the file names one by one, you just put dot. So dot is your shortcut of everything in this current location, or it represents the current location. Okay, so dot, and then that's it. I don't want to confuse you too much with shortcuts, but you can add dot. And Git itself told you in the yellow, so maybe you wanted to say git add dot. Okay. The first line, it says, oh, maybe you wanted to do git add dot and you didn't add the dot. Okay. Right. Yes. Enter again and then commit with a message. And I want the message to be you added the food you like best, or you talked about food you like best. and then enter. That's it. If you log it, if you do git log, you'd see that now you would see all the changes, who is making the changes, what the change is about, and it's in all in git logs. Okay. This is the basic. Just enter. You see? So the first commit was when you created the file. Then you added an introduction to the file, and then you spoke about the food you like best. Okay. And this is it. You can continue editing the file, working on the file and all that. But I just want to show you this basics. Now, let me do the same from here because we're going to use mine to do things. So let me share my screen. And then I do really want everybody to get to where I'm going to get to. Okay. Right. So I'm going to do the same thing. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I'm just going to Vim. Let me see what is in here. There. Let me remove this file. I don't want this file. I used it to do example. Okay. Now, let me check again what is in this file. More or less nothing. Okay. So I will touch a new file. It's myself, and then I'll just open it. But I'm going to open with Vim. I can open with Vim. I know how to use Vim, so I'll open with Vim. And I'll start by typing contest. And then see, I know what I'm doing. I'm just typing away, and I've got to where you are now. Okay, this is how you should be doing your work, pros. No, it's not like if I give you a task, go and create a project, a Git project, and add a new file and commit it with a very nice commit name for me to be able to access it. Boom. This is what you do. Okay, it's not what it needs to be in second nature with you. Okay, so I've done that. Now I created the file as well as added the context of the file. If I go here, that's what happened there. Okay, there it is. I'll be using this file. So I created a file and added my context. Now we are going to talk about the origin, the cloud, which is GitHub and or a Git server. Okay. Everything I'm doing here is on this machine. If my machine breaks down now, nobody knows this information or can do it or can continue working on it. And that's why we put everything into a centralized server. So everything about this project will be in a centralized folder that other people can also access. Sometimes you can create your own Git server. You can install one on a Linux machine, whatever, and then you do, but that's not what anybody does anymore. there's a cloud, a server called GitHub. And this is a place that you can go and add your document, your project. Now let's take this project here. Someone created a project called 99 Designs, okay? And in 99 Design, they have one project. And in this project, if we take, let's say, this file, the README file, you realize that you can get the history of this file. This is what we're talking about. If I push all of this information, this project to GitHub, all the logs and the history information will be also sent to Git. But at least Git makes it nice for you to read. Here, someone put a message, add an env var to disable shell. You can actually go in there and check exactly what that means. What did he do to do that? He changed here, he added here, he deleted this, he added this line, he did this. That everything about this file and what the guy did in that commit is here. Everything. You see what's going on. So we are going to make sure that our project is also present in GitHub. We're going to put it there. Okay. So of course you will sign in. And at the moment, GitHub is doing these things where you have to. Oh no, where am I? Okay. You have to use MFA. I have set up MFA. If you don't have MFA, that's okay for now. We will talk about all of that later. So, I want you to log in into your project on GitHub. Go into GitHub, log in, and you go to your repositories, yeah? Your repos. So log in. If you log in, I have a number of repos that I've been working on. So you log in, and then you go to your repositories, or I think your projects can do that. Yeah. Nope, you don't have any projects. Okay. Your repos, yeah? So please, everybody get here. Let me know when you finish. Raise your hand. If you are at this place, raise your hand, and let me see, we can continue from there. Okay, Alphonse is there. Alphonse, leave your hand raised. Don't put your hand down. Just keep it raised. I'll continue when everybody's hands are raised. Did we create a GitHub account? Yes, we have already created a GitHub account. We all did it yesterday. Chris, do you have a GitHub account? You are there. Okay. Abdullah, Jean-Luc, Paul.
Yes, I have one.
Can you log in, please?
I'm logged in.
Can you raise your hand then?
I think I raised my hand.
No, yeah, you raised it now. Jean-Luc and Abdullah, your hand is down again. Click it once and leave it clicked. Yeah. John-Luc and Paul, I'm waiting. Of course, you probably will not have any projects, but today we'll have a project. Sorry? Oh, you are now registered. John-Luc, don't you have a GitHub account, both of you? John-Luc, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Do I have to create an empty repository now?
No,
I'm logged in on GitHub.
Raise your hand. Just raise your hand and let me know that you are you've logged in and you are here. Just raise your hand. In Teams, yes, that's all. I'm expecting. Paul, we're waiting for you. Oh, Paul, if you haven't got a GitHub account, let's just skip. You can do it later. Paul. Hello? All right, guys, let's move on. Paul, we will get back to you. Okay, so
I know he has. Maybe you have an issue with internet, but you have an account.
We're going to add the project to your own GitHub account, and I want everybody to perform these steps. Okay, so I've got a lot of projects that I'm working on. Some of them this one I took from Vbox. You can fork the project as well. Now, so what you do is you go here and you create a new project. Let's make sure that this project is exactly the same name as the one that we have here. Okay, so we will do pwd and we copy the name of this project, which is Bernard to delete. Is the name of the project. Copy. I want you to follow these steps, please. Okay, and then we go here and we add Bernard to delete here. So this is the name of the project. Okay, Bernard to delete project. We'll make the project public. We will not add a README file. We will not do anything. None. We'll not add any license or anything. And then we will create this project. Voila, the project is created in GitHub. Okay, so do the same thing. One thing about GitHub actually is that you need a username and password. To be able to use CLI, you need to create a token. Okay, so what you can do is, I'm going to duplicate this because I want to leave this here. I want to leave this here. It tells you what to do. It's really good. Pushing an existing repository from the command line, this is what you do. And if you're doing a new project, this is what you do. Okay, but we already have a project, existing project. So we're going to follow these steps down here. But I know we're going to get into trouble. I have that already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this page. And I'm going to create a token. Okay, so you go here and you go to I think it's settings, and you go to developer settings, and then you go to personal access tokens. Okay, let's select classic, and I have a couple of personal access tokens. I already have a token. I'm not going to create, okay, I'll create one. And then you create, generate new token. Okay, this one is a new one they're bringing, but it's beta. Okay, this one will be specific for a repository. Okay, you can actually go and do read only, and you can select a repository. Okay, so we will add Bernard to delete will be the name of the token, so that when we want to delete this token, we can delete it. And I'm also going to make this token expire in custom. Actually, I don't want anybody, so I want it to expire Monday. So even if you get the access to the token, it's expired anyway. Okay. And I'll put a description. You can put your hand down now. Put all your hands down. Description of Bernard to delete was used for training. Yeah. And I'll say I only want selected repositories, and then I will select Bernard to delete. Okay. What do I want? Permissions. I want this thing to do. I want them to be able to.
Bernard, did you select beta or classic?
I selected beta. Repository permission, permit access to repository and related resources. I'll just say read and write admin. Okay. Account permissions, block a user, follow email, get let's just give it public read repository. Okay, public repository read. No. I mean, this is a new.
Are we to do what you are doing?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, you're saying hey.
Then I think I'm lost.
Right, let's do it again. I'll go back. I'm not going to commit this. I'll go back. So basically what we are doing is we are going to put the project that we have into GitHub. I've already told you that we need a server to put the project in instead of leaving it on our laptops. And also it will allow other people to work on the project as well. Okay. So, but how do you, when you run this command here, as you can see, GitHub is telling you to run this command. GitHub would want to know who you are, which is username and password. But GitHub would not use your username and password that you use to log in from the top here. Then you need to create a token, and you give the token to GitHub in your CLI here. You give your token to GitHub, and then GitHub will know who you are. So we are creating a token to be used to access GitHub from the command line. Okay, so you go to GitHub and you create a token. Okay, and what I did was I went here, and I want you to follow this on, and then I went to settings. Okay, in settings, I went to developer settings, which was the bottom, and then I went to personal access token. In fact, let's forget about fine grained tokens. Let's do classic, because the fine grained token is a beta. They are still working on it. Let's use classic, and that's it. Then it says generate a new token. Here also just use classic. I don't want any problems. Just use classic. The classic one, which was really nice, you put a name or a note of the token you're creating. And here I'm putting Bernard to delete as a name to remind me when I come back that, oh, this token was used to work on this project. So that's what I would do. And because I don't want to use this, I will set up expiry date of this token and I'll make it tomorrow. I want this token to expire tomorrow. So even if you have the access to the token, you cannot use it after tomorrow going forward. And I'll give it some permissions. I want it to be able to full control of private repositories. No. If anybody got access to this token, what can they do? What should they do? They should be able to read the project. They should be able to write. They should be able to delete the project. I'll give them, well, I'll give, and this will apply to all projects, unfortunately. I think that's why I'll just give them a repo access. You can select whatever you want, but make sure that you select one that will allow you to actually do the work you're doing. So this is enough. And then I'll generate token. It will give you the token, yeah? Copy it, you will not see it again. After you leave this page, you will not see this token again. Okay, so make sure you copied it. And normally what I do is I go back to Cloud9. Let me delete this one. Cloud9. I open a new file and then put it in for now. Okay, I'll need it later. Just Cloud9, go here, new file. You can even put it in your own laptop as a text. Just put it somewhere that you remember the name of the token. That's it. And then that's it. You refresh this page. That's it. The token is now gone. You can't find it anymore. It's going to expire on the 3rd of June. And you can delete the token. So as you can see, I have several tokens that are doing different jobs. Okay. So that's that. You've now generated a token. Okay. And then you can use that token to access GitHub. So this becomes your password. Okay. Okay, so now let's go back to GitHub again. Where is it? Where is it? Aha. So now we have a token. Well, we're going to continue what we're doing. The token was needed, and that's why I had to go and do that. So when we created the project in GitHub, it told us that if you want to create a new project, if we were doing it again, we would have, this is what we would have done, and we did it. Okay. Git init, git add, my first. We've done all of that. We've done everything here. What we haven't done is here. Okay. So it says we should do it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this here, copy this here. And I'm hoping everybody's here. Who is not here yet? I don't want to continue. If you're not here, if you haven't created the repo, gotten here, raise your hand. Let's help you. Okay, John-Luc, share your screen. You have done your token though, yeah?
That's where I'm stuck.
Okay, share your screen.
Trying to share my screen. Can you see it?
Nope.
I think you would have to stop sharing your screen for him to share his screen.
No, that's not how Teams work. You can just take over. Okay, now we can see your screen. We can see your screen now.
All right. So
so go to GitHub Okay, you're creating the token.
That's
yeah, but the
yep.
name. Okay, anyway. You're creating your token. Select the top one. Just select the top one repo. The permissions. No, the permissions. Select scope. Yeah. And then go down, scroll down, and generate token. Generate token. It's okay. It will work. Copy this token and put it somewhere. You can put it in anywhere on your laptop so that you can remember. It doesn't matter where you put it. Text editor.
All right.
Yeah. This is your token, and whenever you have to access GitHub using command line, this will be the password you put. If the password you use to go into the front end is different, and the password you're gonna use to go to whatever is also different. Have you saved the token? Don't share this token to anybody because obviously it is your password.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay. Right, you saved it somewhere. Good. All right. Now go to GitHub again. Share your screen. Paul, have you got there? Have you done that one? John Luke, share your screen again.
Yeah, for the key, I've completed it.
Can you see?
Yes, we can see your screen. Okay, now go to my projects. Go to where your user avatar is on the right. And go to your repositories. Your repositories, yeah. Okay, click on Bernard to delete. Okay, so now you're there. All right, cool. Okay, let me take over sharing screen. Let me share my screen. All right, let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah,
do anyone have Bernard to do it?
No, you can any name. The name you use to create the project on Cloud9 is what you put there, not mine. So if you created the project John Luke to delete, you have to create the project John Luke to delete on GitHub. So when you were doing it in Cloud9, the name was Bernard to delete. This is it here. Okay. This one is what you copy and create there. If your project
I used your name.
No.
Let me add mine as well.
If your project name is ABD to delete, you create that one. You get it? Chris, you get what I'm talking about?
Yes, I'm following.
Good. Right. So now you got your project is here. What we're going to do is we're going to push all the changes, everything we've done on our local machine, which is this one. This is currently our local machine, on local to origin, which is GitHub. Okay. And the good thing is it tells you what to do. All right. So I'll copy all of this. And then I'll go to my Cloud9. I have an editor here, so I'll paste it so I can copy it one by one. I don't want to do all of it. And I'll do the first one. Git remote add origin. Okay, copy. I'll go into the project. It says master. I will paste this first line. Okay, and then enter. Done. Go and copy the next line, which is git branch -m main. Now our branch is master, but it says we should do main. Let's see. We can change that before we go ahead, but I don't want to do that yet. So we go to Cloud9, and then we paste the next command, main. So it's changed the branch name from master to main. Yeah. Change the branch name from master to main. And then we copy the last command, which is git push. Now, today you're learning one more command, is git push. You can see that we've done git remote, git branch, git push. These are all git commands. Git remote, git branch, git push. Each of them also have sub commands. So git has a remote as a command, and remote also has add. Add has origin. So git remote will have more things to do. Git remote might have remove, whatever, I don't know. But you can do help git remote ls dash help will tell you all about git remote. Okay, so go to Cloud9 again, and then we do the last command, which is git push origin main. We're going to push this project to GitHub. Okay. And here it's now trying to access GitHub. And it's going to ask you for username and password. There we are. Okay. It's saying, oh, you want to put something to GitHub. Okay. Tell me who you are. So I'll put my username, and this is your GitHub username. And this is my username. And you say, give me your password. And then you go and take the token that we generated. Okay. And put that token as your password. It's taking the project and it's put it into GitHub now. Okay. When we go to GitHub, let's go and verify. And I refresh this page. Voila. Look, myself is there, and it has the information I put there. Isn't this amazing? Huh? Now I can check the history, and it tells me that I committed this, and the user that did it was Ubuntu, and the commit changes that I did, it tells me exactly what I did, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we have successfully created a project, made it a Git project, and pushed it to a Git server. And this server now we are using is GitHub. GitHub. We put it there, and we can do more. Okay. We still got 15 minutes to finish. What we're going to do is I'm going to let everybody use this project to also work on. So here, I'm going to add. So what you're going to do is, Chris, share your screen and give me in the chat your GitHub. I want to give you access to this project. So what I will do is, I will go to this project, Bernard, to delete. Okay, share your screen, Chris, please. And everybody will follow that. Everybody, can you give me your, oh, Chris, you've done it. Okay, you're there. Init to delete. Good. You've done it. You put your it's there now. Okay. Now, give me your GitHub username. GitHub username. Everybody, put your GitHub username in the chat. Okay. If you want to find it, it's there.
You shared it yesterday.
Yeah, share it again. If you want to find it, it's there. If you go to your whatever. Okay. So Achina gave me his. What I'll do is I'll go to settings, and I will go to collaboration, add people. Okay. Could not find. Okay. Add people, and I'm going to add all of you to my project. I'm giving you access to my project. Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Then you went far, so we want to know where you passed to get to that point.
It's saying that. Okay, let me share my screen actually. Chris, you'll be sharing your screen after. Some people are not there for some reason. Let's see. To share your screen. Okay. So, first person I'm going to do is Jean-Luc. Okay. And when I basically, let me show you how to add people to your project. You can also add other people to your project. So you go to your project there. This is my project. I go to settings and I go to collaborate. Okay, collaborate. Okay. Let me see. This is the project settings. I go to collaborate and then it says manage access. Okay, you haven't invited any collaborators to your project yet, so I'm going to add more people, and I'm just going to put one person's username, which is Jean-Luc. Jean-Luc, this is you, yeah?
Yes.
And then I'll add, voila, Jean-Luc is now part of this project. I then go back and find someone else. I'll find Alfendi. Voila. Alfendi, this is you, yeah? Alphonse, that's you.
That's me.
Yeah. And then that's it. You are part of the project. I'll add Abdullah. There you are. Abdullah.
Yeah.
I'll add it in my project. And then Achina GH. China, it seems you're not in, or the username is probably wrong, or you are not in GitHub. Can't find you. You need to be able to go here, view your profile, and this is the name. Achina. Chris, I'm calling Achina.
Sorry, I was talking. My mic was on mute.
I can't
the
find
username is Achina.
Huh?
AKYNA.
Okay. So what's the Achina G8 for? AKYINA. This one.
So there, Achina GH, the second one.
Wait. There's no Achina GH, there's only Achina.
Then it's the Achina.
All right.
I'm the only Achina, so
Nonsense. Nonsense. Anyway, so everybody has access to my project. Okay. So Achina, share your screen again, and I'm going to allow you to work on my project. Everybody follow what Achina is doing. Now, you've gone to a company,
Ben, have you added me?
Oh no, I don't like you that much.
Why? Why me?
Right, let me add you. Achina, please share your screen. Right, so everybody now have access to my, oh, look, pending invite. You have to go and accept it. So go to your email address, the email address that you used to create this GitHub account. And I think you will have to do something to be able to accept the invite. I think either you can go to your settings and accept, or I don't know, let me see. My profiles, that is, I think you'll get an email. You should get an email. Actually, go to your email because you have to accept it before you can use it, I think.
Yeah, you have email there.
Yeah, it will be in your email.
We agree.
Yeah.
To accept the invitation. Yeah.
So whenever someone invites you to their project, you have to accept the project before you can actually use it.
Then there is another way to get after that profile part. There is somewhere written notification where you can just click and.
Yeah. Just next to you have the notifications there. Yeah. Achina, so you see where your profile, the blue one, the one that's click on it, and then you also thank you, Alphonse. The blue one, and here are your note. So no, did you click on? Okay, Bernard is inviting you. You can select and click on it. Yeah. Accept invitation. Voila. That's it. You've accepted my invitation, and now you can work on my project. See, it's cool, isn't it? And that's it. My project. You can see what I did, what it's all about, and so on and so forth. So your task, which you're all going to do all by yourself, I'm going to help you with the first step, is to take a copy of my project, which is now you have access to, and put it on your local machine. So the project is on the server, global server, which is Git server. You need it on your machine so that you can work on it. When you finish working on it, you can add your. So normally when you join a company, you're not going to create a project from the beginning and from scratch. Of course, someone has already created a project. Most projects will already be created, and then they will ask you for your GitHub ID like this. They'll add you to the project. Then you have access to the project. Okay, you have access to the project. This is it. Okay, now what do you do with the project? How can you contribute to the project? How can you work on the project? Is what we are going to do today. Okay, so you now need a copy of the project on your local machine because you're not going to work on it here. Right? So you see the green button that says code.
Yes.
Click on it. And then click on the copy button and copy this URL. So this is the URL to the code. Okay. It is the HTTPS URL. They have several types of URLs. They got the SSH URL, GitHub CLI URL, and the HTTP URL. We're going to use the HTTP for now because we haven't set our system up with SSH yet. Okay. Now go to your local server, which is Cloud9. We want this project on Cloud9 so that we can work on it. Okay. And then you need to come out of this project because you're no longer working on this project. So you need to come out of it. CD ... You're going back one. Okay. You're back in the environment folder. And you're going to be introduced to one more Git command. It's git clone. Git clone is the command you need to clone a repository, and then you paste the project URL there. You want a copy, you're cloning it, a copy of this project. Okay. And then you enter. GitHub obviously is it should have asked you for your username and password, but because I've opened it to the world, it's a public repository, it doesn't, because it's not a private repo, it's a public one. So anybody with the link can have a copy of this project. Okay. All right. Now you can change into the project because now if you list your environments, now you will see that Bernard to delete is now also here. There it is. So you got your project and my project. So you can change into that folder, enter, and you can check all the files that I have into that project. Okay. List, yeah. And you can do git log because it's a Git project. You can even check the status. You can check the Git logs. You can everything I have on my local machine that I pushed is there. Everything. And this is what we're talking about. Like we are all working on one project now. It's amazing, isn't it? Okay. So, but this is where branches come on. Okay. There's a main branch. The main branch is the branch that is the main branch. It's called main for a reason. So we don't want to work on this branch. We don't want to work on this branch. And if you watch the video, it probably might have told you about branches. I will explain branches later, but today we don't have too much time. I want to brush over it. Go and watch about branches. Okay. So what you do is you create your own branch. Everybody is going to create their own. Yeah.
Patrick.
Eric, yeah, not mute.
Okay. So you're going to create your own branch, and which will be a copy of the main branch. Okay, a copy of the main branch. So everybody create a new branch, which is git branch. No, git checkout. The creating a new branch is git checkout. And as soon as you use ch tab, you tab, it will autocomplete. Git checkout -b is the flag is branch. I'm creating a new branch, space, and you put the new branch name. Here, put your name. Called make it Chris _ Bernard to delete. Chris's version, yeah, whatever, Chris's version. So you're just creating your own branch, and then you put the branch you want a copy of. So space main. I'm doing that because for you to know that you can actually specify which branch you want a copy of. But if you don't put anything, it will use the branch that you are in. So if you didn't specify the branch you want a copy of, it will just take a copy of the branch you are currently in. Okay. As soon as you enter from here, Git will create the branch and then switch you to your branch now. So now you are in your branch. You're no longer on my branch, the main branch anymore. So whatever changes you do will be in your own branch. Okay. The first change I want you to do is to create a new file called Chris, capital letter Chris. So create a new file. Well done. Chris. And then add capital letter M, Y, myself, and then S will be capital letter again, camel cases. So everything will be, yeah, Chris, myself, yeah, enter. So in my own branch, you have created your own file. So list the files there. So everybody do this, please. So there's the original myself and there is Chris myself. I want you to add this Chris myself to the staging area and commit and say and give it a commit message saying Chris created his own file. Remember, if you don't add Git, you are not doing anything. Commit is not a program. Git is the program, and the function. Yeah. Okay. Chris added his own file. Oh, created his own file. Created his own file. Everybody do the same, but of course, everything will be your name, not Chris. If your name is Abdi, you put Abdi created his own file, and your file name will be Abdi, not Chris. Your project, your branch name will not be Chris version. Okay, so wherever we put Chris, put your own name there. Don't just copy and paste what he's doing. He created a branch called Chris version. I'm expecting Alphonse version. I'm expecting Paul version. I'm expecting Abdullah version. And in there, I'm expecting everybody's file. Okay, everybody's file with their own name. And I want you to commit that changes. Okay. I don't think, Chris, you have set this up properly. So if you don't do that, it will always not put your name there. Do the email as well. Do the email as well. Whenever can you raise your hand when you get to this stage? I want to finish Git today. Let's push it for 10 more minutes, guys. Please raise your hand when you get to this. We've actually created your branch, added your new file and all that. Okay. Chris, can you, in your file, can you edit it and put context? Add the context lines about the context. Go to Bernard to delete, open the file, add the context. Go to my folder on the left-hand pane. On the left-hand pane here in Cloud9, left-hand, the folder is there. Left, yeah. And you see 2 files in there, yeah. Open the one that's yours and then add the context. Just write something now.
So
I'm going to use this to describe myself or talk about myself, something like that. I will use this file to talk about myself. Save, and I want you to commit this. I want you to commit this. You can do git status, check what happened. It says you've edited the file.
So you say I should do git status or I should commit first?
No, git status to check what the status is, and then you can commit after. You don't need to status every time, but it makes sense to find out, oh, this file has been monitored.
Okay.
Guys, follow on. And then commit with a proper message of what you did. You added context to Chris myself file. Remember, now there are 2 files. So you can't just say, oh, I added context. No. To Chris myself file. And now that's done. When you've done this, I want you to go into the file called myself, which is what I put there. Yeah. And add from line 4, add a line called Chris's paragraph. So you're also editing my own file. Okay. And save this and commit this change.
So to myself, yeah.
Yeah, you can say you added, you started a paragraph to myself file. Started a paragraph. Started a paragraph for Chris to myself file. A paragraph for Chris. A paragraph for Chris.
For Chris to myself
file. Yeah. You're getting the point why we're putting these messages here, because we want other people, when you see the benefit of all these later, if everybody write their name in place of yours and so on and so forth. Yeah, and commit. Now do git log and let's see what is going on. See, so you pulled, and when you pulled, the origin was main. Okay, since you pulled this file, you were at main origin. That's where you started everything from. Okay, that's where you took a copy of. So it's telling you that, oh, you started from the main branch. Okay, and from there onwards, you have made changes, these changes going forward. But your head is currently at Chris version branch. Okay, so you started from main, but you are in Chris head version branch. And now everything that you've done so far is properly logged. And we know who did it. Your name is there, your email address is there. We know who did it. Okay. Now,
how are you reading it? Is it from this side?
Yeah,
this side.
I'm reading it from the bottom to top. So the yellow line tells you the commit number. It gives it a commit number, and it tells you the branch you are on, which is the red ones. So it's saying that at the beginning of the fact that you were at main, isn't it?
Yes.
Origin head was main. And then from there onwards, you go to the next commit line, the yellow line. This is what you did. In that commit, if you go to the next yellow line, which is commit, in this commit, this is what you did. And then you went to the next commit, and this is what you did. And then you went to the next commit, and this is what you did. Okay. In that commit from yellow downwards, this is what you did. But this is the last commit, which is everything you've done is in the last commit, but it's also telling you the branch you're in, which is the green one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, everything you've done is still in your local machine. Nobody, if you go to GitHub, it's not there. So you've taken a copy of the project, worked on it, made changes and everything, but it's still locally on your laptop. I can't see this project, this information. I still can't see it, no matter what I do. So for me to be able to see it or have it on my local machine, what you've done, if I want to also contribute to this, you need to push your changes to GitHub. So now you've done the commit, you've done everything. You need to push all these changes to GitHub, and it will go with all the logs, everything that you've done will all go to GitHub. Okay. So the command you need is git push . Now, we are not just pushing, we want to push your version. So we're going to say origin, and tab is your friend, and then copy your version name, your branch name, which is Chris, the branch name at the top, your one, the Chris _ version. That's the branch name. So we're pushing that branch. Exactly. Aha. Git push origin Chris _ version. And then enter. Then here comes your token. So your username and the token to be able to push. I don't think your username is Achina GH, but anyway, because you gave me that one.
I don't know why. Yes, when I'm pushing to GitHub, the username is Achina GH, but I don't know why when you searched the Achina GH, we're not getting it.
Okay, now put your token.
Bernard, I'm lost. Just can we start so that we go together?
Okay, don't worry, I'll come to you. Let's get this. So now let's finish what I was doing and then we'll come to you. Go to GitHub, Chris, and refresh the page. Okay, it's refreshing anyway. See, so now it says that, oh, Chris version has recently pushed 17 seconds ago. So you know where there's a drop down and there's main in it, main. Exactly. So now your branch is here. It should be here. Your branch should be here. View all branches. Let's see. Okay. Now your branch is also here. My branch is there. Your branch is there. Yeah. You can click one of them. Click the Chris version. See, it's separating the work that I have done and the work that you've done. So now your branch is here and it has Chris myself. You can click on Chris myself. And it has the information. You can click on them myself as well, and it has the information that you did. Yeah. Boom. So you worked on my file, and you also added your own file to my project. I can actually then do git pull on my laptop, and I'll get all the changes that you've made as well if I want to continue. Okay. But there are two branches now. There's your branch and there's my branch. Okay, so what we normally do is we merge it. We make sure that both of them, your changes will be in my branch as well. And this is where there's something called pull request. You create a pull request. Okay, so you see where it says Bernard to delete at the top, underneath it there's a pull request. Go up one. Yeah, pull request. You need to go and learn about all of these guys. Click it. And then you create a pull request, new pull request. Okay. So create a new one. And then you select your branch. So you want your branch to go into the main branch. So you see, it's comparing which one. No, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Yeah. So you're saying you're comparing which two branches. So select that one. And then select your current, your Chris version branch. So it says that, okay, I want to take all the changes in this branch and add it to that branch. Okay. And you can scroll down and check what it's going to do. It will tell you the files that is going to make changes to. It will tell you exactly what is going to change. So scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And this is what it's going to say. It says that, okay, I'm going to add a new file to that branch. And you have also made changes to this file on line 4. So I'm going to add just that line to that branch. See, so we're going to merge it together. And it knows that you only added Chris's paragraph, and the new file you actually added more content, and it's going to put these changes into that main branch. Okay. So you scroll up again after you've done all of this and you create a pull request. Now, a pull request, click on the green button, is that you want someone to have a look. So here you see you want reviewers. It says add reviewers. On the left a little bit, come on the left or a little bit up. No, go to the top. Go to the top. On the left it says reviewers. Left, come, bring your mouse to the left.
This is left.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh, and go up, and there reviewers are there. There, I can see it. It's there. Reviewers, top one.
Reviewers.
Yeah. Select. And then people who are part of this project will be here. you select them, and they will get a notification to say, oh, Chris wants you to review the changes that he's going to do. He's proposing a change to the project. Chris is proposing a change to the project. I want people to review it. And when those people are all happy, they will approve your review. They will approve the PR, and then we will all make a decision that, okay, we will add these changes to the main branch. Okay, you can put information about what the changes are, what you've done, give people more information, and that's why there's add a description, put a title, and then the title is Chris's version. But then you go down, and then you click the green button to say create this pull request. Okay. Create pull request. Yeah. And voila, the pull request has been created. Now, let me show you how it looks like on my side after you've done all of this. Okay, so let me share my screen. Guys, I'll come back to you because at the time I want to finish this part before anything, and then whoever wants more can stay because I think we are running out of time. So here is my project. I'll go back to my projects, and everything you've done will be there. So Bernard to delete. When I come here, I've also logged in, isn't it? I can see that, oh, there's nothing. This is what I did. It's in the main branch. But, oh, there's a Chris version branch. I can see it as well. And if I go to pull request, there's one pull request. Yeah. There's one pull request, and I can check it. It's opened by Achina, blah, blah, blah. It wants to add changes from here to there. Okay. And the description, if you had put any description about these changes, it will be there. It also tells me the files that were changed, and it tells me everything about the file that has been changed and what they've been changed. And I said, okay, I like this. I'm going to approve it. And I select approve. Boom. I have approved the changes. Okay. And it's saying that I can now merge these changes to the main branch. Okay, and I can merge it and confirm merge, and voila. This means that now the branch Chris to delete and the main are the same. They have the same information. They have everything is the same. So you see that now in the main, Chris myself is there and myself is there. And if you click on myself, Chris's paragraph is also there. And I can actually go into a history of this file and see what's happened to this file. I can actually blame someone as well. If you do blame, it tells you 1 hour ago, this person did this. 11 minutes ago, someone added this. Know that there's contributors and so on and so forth. So this is a server that is helping us manage our versions online. Yeah. So if I come here, you'd see that still your branch is not there. Git branch. It's still in the cloud. I haven't got it in my laptop yet. So if I make more changes, remember, I'm not up to date. I have not updated my local with whatever is in the cloud. So there's we are not synced. What I can do to sync it is I can git fetch. Yeah, git fetch will bring all the changes and the branches that has been added to me. Okay, and voila. Now it says that there's a new branch. The main branch was already there, and there's a new branch. Okay, they've seen that there's a new branch, but even the main branch, I want all the changes that are in the origin main branch. So I can do git pull origin main. So I want to pull whatever changes that has been added to main to my local machine. So everybody has pushed their code into there, and I will pull it. See, it's telling me that there were 2 additions to myself, and there's 1 to whatever it is. Now I am in sync. with whatever is in there. I can now go here and I will see your file. Boom, whatever you've done is here. I have access to it. I can also start doing changes, adding my own things to the project. And then when I finish, I'll follow the same process. Okay. Who hasn't got here?
Me.
The whole world. Who still have time? If you are happy with this and you want to drop off, you have somewhere to go, you can drop off. What I'm going to do is to make sure that everybody gets here. So we'll take someone to share their screen and then people will follow on. So write in the chat what you have done so far, what you have gotten to, or what you're having issues with. Write in the chat so that I can see who I should work with. Because if you haven't even created the token, then I'll start with you. If you haven't done so, everybody write where they've got to there. Okay. For me to judge who I'm going to use to drive. Please write where you got to. And you can put your hand down. All right. Okay, someone couldn't push to GitHub. That means they've created a branch and blah, blah, blah. Someone has created a token, clone the repo and added his own branch. I have a token lost to connect to your project. Okay. Abdullah.
Yeah.
Where are you? You didn't write anything.
Exactly.
Okay, Abdullah, you are further up. Let's go with John Luke. John Luke, let's work with you because it seems you are at. I think John Luke, your internet is very slow. Okay, John Luke, share your screen, and then from going forward.
I'm sharing. Actually, I had the cut internet when I was shouting at you. Sorry for that. But
so share your screen and let's go with John Luke. So people follow on. When it gets to where you got to, you will then follow on. So first thing first, go to your GitHub account, John Luke.
I'm here.
Okay. Refresh this page. Everybody follow on from here. Okay. If we get to where you've got to, okay. Now select the Bernard to delete project. If you can't see Bernard to delete project, please raise your hand. Refresh your page again. No. Did you create this project yourself or what happened here?
You had one. I had created one before, I remember.
Yeah. Delete this one, please. Go to settings. No, settings is there on the top of the settings of the project. This is settings of your account.
Settings.
Settings of the project is different.
All right.
So go back. Click on Bernard to delete again. Settings at the top. Yeah.
I'm in settings.
Okay. Remove. Oh no, it says you can rename it or go down.
Oh, this is the other one I created for myself. Okay.
Go down. And here
I can delete this one.
Yeah, delete it. Do you see delete?
Yeah.
Yeah, delete this repository. Yeah. It's telling you what to do. It didn't say yes. It says type this in there. I want to delete this repository. Click it. And then type
all of this.
Yeah, you need to copy it. Okay, now refresh your page again.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I have one LIPO.
Okay. Did you go to where your account is? Your avatar, your account, next to your account, there's that box next to your account. Click on it. No, the box next to that. Go back, close this. There's another, that one. Click it and let me see. So what happened? You didn't get the memo for to be part of my project.
I approved it from email.
Yeah. Let me see what happened here.
I just confirmed this one.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me see what's going on with you. Project settings, collaborators. Yeah, John Luke.
I think I have the access to the repo.
Aha. Okay, you have access to it now. Okay. Right. Now go to Cloud9.
From here.
Okay. Go to Cloud9. Copy. Go to the code, the green button code, and copy the URL, the HTTPS URL.
Which
go to GitHub again. GitHub again.
Okay.
So basically, everybody should have access to my repo and to be able to copy so the green button there says code. Those who don't have access to my repo, tell me. You need to be able to copy this line here from this repository, okay? If you're not here, let me know. Go to Cloud9. Now you've gone back out from yours, so you can do git clone. Git space clone. And then you clone the repository that I was working on. Anybody who's not able to do this, let me know and enter.
I think I'm there.
Now list and find the folder. It will create a folder there for you with the project in it.
So I create a folder.
Just do a list whatever. After that, you need to check what has happened. You see, it has created a new folder, Bernard to delete. So
Okay.
go into that folder. Yeah. And list whatever is in there. Let's see. See, it also brought the changes that Chris did. Okay. So, but you're not going to work on this branch. You're going to create your own branch. Okay. You're also going to create your own branch, and the branch name that you're going to use will be Jean-Luc. The same the way. So Jean-Luc, yeah, Jean-Luc. So you're gonna do git branch, git checkout, actually. Git checkout. So type these words. I'll put this information in the chat. Git checkout. CH tab. Quick. CHE tab. -B.
You mean I put C?
-B. B. Are you doing the -B?
Am I getting correct?
Yes, it's a bit slow. Very, very slow.
Yeah.
-B and the name of the branch you want to create, which is going to be Jean-Luc _version or Luc _version. Whoever.
Okay.
Anybody not here. And then space main. So you're creating a branch called Luc version from the branch main. Okay.
Okay.
Creating a new branch called Luc version from the branch main. Okay. Enter.
All right.
Now you've switched to Luc main. As you can see, the brackets next to the folder name is Luc main. You have switched to Luc main. So basically everything you do, all the changes that you perform here will come from Luc main. Now you can check the logs from now. Git logs. Git log. Jean-Luc, you need to be quick. Okay. Enter.
It's already done. Maybe my internet is not copying.
And as you can see, it's saying all the changes that some other people have done, and so on and so forth. Everything is here. Okay. Bernard did this, Achina did that, so and so did that. Okay. So you can quit.
Okay.
And from here onwards, can you also create your own file name, put the information in it, and commit? Everybody do this, please. So create a file name. The file name will be Luc myself, the same way that what's his name has done, the same format. So do the same. If you open my folder on the left pane, open my folder. On the left pane, you see Bernard to delete folder. On the left pane, can you go and open it?
Okay.
And see the files in the folder and do the same as to how the files are named. So Chris's one. This internet is so slow. Jesus Christ.
Do we have to add a file extension here?
No file extension. So just create it, create a file name, and then commit that change with a commit message saying that you have created your own file name. So create one. See how he did it? He did camel cases, Chris, myself. So create a file. Yeah, commit this change now. Commit the change now. Hello. Git add, git commit, put your message in the commit. You know the commands. Remember, git commit, it will not just commit. You need to
add.
No. Now go into the file, the lock myself file, and add the context. Add the context and commit that change. So when you create the file, commit the change. When you and then you open the file, you put some context in there, the lock myself file, and then come and commit that change again. You need to git add first before you commit. You have to add to the staging area before you do the commit. No, you need to add first, John Luke. You need to do git add first.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay, so now you've done the commit, you check the status, everything is okay. Do git log. Who's not here? Who hasn't got to this stage? And as you can see, you've done two things. You created a file and you added food. Okay, that's it. And that's it. Now, the changes that you've done is on your laptop, so we're going to push it to GitHub. Okay, so quit here, quit, and then do git push. So that everybody will see your changes, and then they can also start working on it. Git push origin, git push origin. Because I'm rushing this, I don't want to do GitHub again next week. You're gonna have to do your own
git push origin
look version, the branch name. Why do I put origin? All of this you need to go and find out yourself. So git put origin look version. If you tap, it will work, and then push it. And this is where you need your token. Origin is not spelled correctly. That's why I use tab. I use tab. OR tab. Yeah. LU tab. Boom. Once your username, read the thing. It says username for the repository. Put your username, which is GitHub username. Enter, and then the token. It says password, but they want that token. If you put your own password there, it will not work. So go and copy the token. Is it the top one? Which one did you do?
Is the top one.
Okay.
The second one was for the other account that I deleted.
Okay.
Why not coming? Copy.
Jalek, once you paste it, it will not happen. It will not appear. But
it will not appear. You just enter. It will not appear. Enter. It's a password. It doesn't want to show the password.
It should.
It will not show. No. So it says authentication failed. So your token is either wrong or something. Who has been able to push any changes to my project? I can see Alphonse Bernard. Who else has made a push? It's only Alphonse and Chris here. Abdullah, Paul, you haven't pushed?
Yeah, no, it's.
By now, I should be seeing a lot of people pushing. Abdullah, what's up?
My hands are up.
Oh, you have. I can't see your push. I can't see your branch in GitHub.
You can't see it.
No, I see Alphonse. Can't see yours in GitHub. Unless you pushed into the main branch.
No.
Is it git push origin and then everyone?
And then your branch name. I can see if I go to all
mine is not there.
Let me check yours. You just pushed, so you should be here. Yeah, I see Locke as well. I can see John Luke. I can see so
it's
John
mine
Luke.
Is mine in?
Abdullah, yours is not in.
Password support for password authentication was removed.
Yeah, you're putting your new password. You need to put the token. Don't put your user name and password. It's the token that you generated.
No, yes, I put the token, the one we generated.
Well, then there's something wrong with the token.
Was Rick's one pushed?
There's something wrong with the token.
Like.
So do I need to generate another one?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think he can just copy because mine as well was failing because I pasted twice. It was not.
Okay, I pressed it twice, honestly.
If you pressed it twice, it
wasn't showing initially.
Yeah, you can just restart this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will not show. It will not show.
Okay.
So if it doesn't show, don't paste it again. Just
okay. So let me just restart. Let me just do it again.
Everybody create a pull request to the main.
I think I need the support to get to this level.
John, look, you see, there's a command at they say copy something. Create a pull request for this. It actually gives you a link that will create a pull request for you. See, come down. Here, you see, it's like create a pull request. It's telling you, and then it gives you a link to do that. So you copy the link instead, exactly, and then you put the link in your browser. It will literally just create a pull request for you, straight on, instead of you having to go and
come again, Bernard.
So when you pushed, it gave you this output, isn't it? In the output, it gives you a link that you can use to go and create a pull request. So if you still have this output in your console or in your terminal, you can copy this link and then go here, open a new browser, paste it and enter. It will literally just get to the point where you just have to click create a pull request, and that's it. It will you make a couple of changes and it will do it for you. See, it took you here straight on. Yeah, and then you add your description, you add your title, whatever, and then you put your reviewers. You need to put the reviewers as well, who you want to review these changes for you, and then it will just create a pull request, and then people review and approve and merge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So add reviewers on the right, add reviewers, and then create a pull request. Let me see, Abdullah, are you here? Yeah, I can see Paul now. I can see Paul. I can see Paul. So everybody create a pull request, please. And add me as a reviewer. You can just add just me, it's okay. Abdullah, share your screen. Let's see where you are.
Okay.
That's it. And then click the green button, create pull request. You can put description. Is this Abdullah?
Yes.
Okay. And go down. Just click create. Oh, you didn't select the expiry date is late.
See tomorrow.
Go down, just create. And copy the token. Go to Cloud9. And then run the command again. Go up one. Up arrow, click up arrow. That's it, up arrow. Just the up arrow. That's it. It will go down. Yes. So basically, the arrows will take you through your history of commands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you click it once, it takes you to the last command that you run. Put your username. Is it capital letters?
Yes.
Enter. Paste once. Just paste once. You will not see it. It's a password, so you will not see it. It's still saying you don't have access. What's going on? Unable to access. Bernard to do the requested URL error. You pulled the branch. Do git log and let me see. Okay. List the folder content, everything in the folder. Let's see. No, list. List. Okay. Do git status and let me see. Okay, everything is committed, nothing to commit. Okay, do git -v, small v. Maybe it's a big V. Oh, 1 minute. What is it? Is it git minus? Oh, do git remote -v. Git remote -v.
Small v.
Yeah.
Created a request with the conflict.
Yeah, someone has a conflict. Good, good. I wanted to look into this, take you to conflict, but we'll do conflicts next week. Let's leave everything as it is now, and then next week we'll catch up on GitHub a little bit, and then we'll continue. But I don't know what. Okay, so the URL is okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, go back to the arrow again.
To the arrow.
Scroll up to the arrow. No, scroll up. You're not scrolling. You're typing. Use your scroll button. Oh, arrows. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Run the command again. So go back and run the command again. Go up. Yeah, run it again. Put your. Is this your username, Abdullah?
Yes, it's Abdel789.
Okay. Now
let me just confirm.
Copy the token again. Copy the token again.
Okay.
In GitHub, copy it again. No.
GitHub.
Yeah, copy it. Click the copy button again. Okay, and paste. Enter. Okay, but I don't know what's going on. But let me check the project if you actually have access. Go to the token again. The token when you created the token. Let me see. Let me see who have access. Settings, collaborators.
I think he created the one with fine grain token, not the token classic. Is there?
No. You need to create a classic token. So click classic and create a token. Create a classic token. And then call Bernard to delete. Oh, okay.
Abdullah.
Alphonse.
The token should be
yes,
Bernard to delete or Abdullah to delete.
No, this is describing the project you're working on or whatever. So that you can remember.
It should be the same as the one that's in Cloud 9.
Yeah. Change the expiry date. Change it. You have to click the button and change the expiry date. Yeah, and then repo. Select repo, the top one, and that's it. Go and create it.
Okay.
Alphonse, well done. These are some of the things that you'll be doing. Having issues like this, and then you have to troubleshoot and fix it. But if you don't do it over and over and over and again, forget it. You can never troubleshoot any project. And now it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should be here now. So who has a conflict? Create a PR and let me describe conflicts quickly. 7 minutes. I'm not going to sit here after 10 o'clock. 3 hours is a bit too much.
I've created it with a conflict domain.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll resolve the conflict. I'll explain what it means by conflicts to you.
Yeah.
With this. That was the purpose of what. So here we have all these pull requests. So I have a pull request for John Luke. I have a pull request for Alphonse. I have a pull request for Paul. So let's look at John Luke. John Luke's pull request. Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, John Luke is adding just one file. Is adding one file and is just doing this. Okay, so I'll approve this PR and merge it to the main. Okay, so I'll approve it, and then I will say yes, I'm happy to merge pull request, confirm merge, and John Luke's changes will be part of the code. So the main project now we have John Luke file as well. Go to pull request again. There's two pull requests. Alphonse pull request. Alphonse, there's a conflict for Alphonse. Okay, Alphonse added changes to myself, the file called myself, and there's a conflict. Okay, so we are going to resolve this conflict. What is happening is that on the same line, on the same line, two people are adding this two things on the same line. So Alphonse added his on line 4, Chris added his on line 4. So it conflicts. Which one do you want on line 4? Think about this, guys, okay? So to resolve a conflict, you come here and then you select which one you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this. So line 4 will be, I'll move this to line 5. And I'll leave Chris's at line 4. So I'll put our fonts at line 6. I'll leave Chris's at line 4. That's how it's meant to be. Our fonts is on line 6. Chris is on line 4. This is how I want the file to look like going forward. So I will mark as resolved. And I will commit the resolve. So even that change that is happening, there's a commit message for it. There's a commit that someone has actually made these changes to the file. And now I can merge. So I have resolved the conflict for our fonts. And after I can merge, when I go to the code again, I can see that if you go to myself, now, yeah, it has the changes that we wanted. Okay. Same again, Paul will have a conflict. If you go down here, he's also got a conflict. Why? Because he's also trying to edit the same line, line 4. So I'll resolve this conflict. And as you can see, Paul is also editing the same line. So we need to make changes to that. What we'll do is this is telling you where the changes are. So you need to delete it. You need to delete all this information. And then I'll move this to line 4. This is what it's meant to be. I will remove this, and then our fonts will be in line 6. So you will be in line 8. We'll cut this, and then this is how I want the file to look like. So Chris line 4, Alphonse line 6, Paul line 8. So whoever is looking at this will be like, okay, now it looks fine. I will commit this change and then check if there's any more conflicts. The system will check. There's no conflicts. Whatever is meant to be on line 4 is on line 4, and so on and so forth. And voila, I merge. If I go back to the code, the master code that everybody's adding theirs, the master code is here now, and it has our fonts. But we are also editing one file. And in that file, this is how we want. Chris was 4, Alphonse 6, Paul 7. Some people didn't actually edit this file, which is okay. John Luke didn't edit this file. It's okay. I just wanted to make people know that if two people are making changes on the same file on the same line, there's a conflict. Which one do you want? You know what I mean? If the two people are making changes on the same file on the same line at the same time, you need to choose one. And that's how you resolve the conflict. So there should be one more pull request from Abdullah, which
should
is
compare and pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think resolving a conflict is a big thing.
No, but if you're resolving
if it is a big file,
yes, a big file that has code, logic, then you're more or less going to do a lot.
Okay.
It's not here. It's not here.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Okay, there you are. And there's no conflict on yours because you didn't edit that file. You only created your own, and this is it. So I can approve this change and merge. Says there's no conflict. Conflict resolution is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. well, the way you do it is make sure you don't have any conflict at all. So if you're working in a team, if person A is working on this file, and you're also working on the same file, you need to know. So that's why there's tickets and everybody that manage all of that, because you last thing you want is the conflict. Now this is the code.
Bernard, some question.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why you're approving the meeting and you're merging those the codes, is it because you are in a reviewer, or it's because you are the owner of this project?
Because I'm the reviewer. What you can do is you can go here and go to here. I think you can set security for this branch. And say, I don't want anybody, because the most important branch is the main branch. That is what is the gospel. Finished product is in the main branch. Everything that we've done and we completed, and we all know that it works, is in the main branch. We don't want anybody to start putting changes into the main branch. So what we do is we lock the main branch, lock it. So you can lock it from here. You can lock it by doing some settings to lock the branch. Rules. Rule set. New rule. Branch rule set. And I can say that and I can actually select a branch. Say I want include default branch, include all branches. Let me see. Nope. Close. Basically, you can set rules and say that I don't want anybody to merge directly without a PR to the branch. This branch. Everybody. I want 3 people to review before we can merge. You can do all of that settings, but that's not the scope here. Okay, and that's why it's good. We can say that, okay, before any changes are added to this branch, I want 4 people to review, and I want a specific person to merge, or I want this person to have this permission to be able to merge it, and you can actually restrict who can put new changes into the master branch, because that is the gospel. That is what we've all agreed, and it's working, and everything is working. So we don't want anybody to make a mistake and go and put any change that's going to mess us up here. Okay, so we protect this branch, and that's why you cannot work directly on this branch. All your changes, if you push to this branch, it should fail. If you're doing a push from your Cloud9 and you didn't specify which branch you want to go to, it should fail. You can't just push into main. So if I do git push origin main, it should fail, because nobody has reviewed your code. You can't just put changes in there, mess us all up. And that's why this is a best process of managing your branches. So now, if I do git branch -a, it will tell me all the branches that are currently on my repository, my local. If I do git branch -A, it will tell me, I think it's capital A. Is it capital? Is it small a? Oh no. Let me git fetch. So git fetch will bring all the branches to your local, and then git branch -a will tell you all the current branches that are there. But git pull will then pull the changes. It will pull the changes origin main. All the changes that you people have all done will then now come to. So if you perform all of this function, what I've just done on your Cloud9, you'll have access, you see everybody's file. Yeah. And there we are. Our fonts, your file is here. My John Luke file is here. This person's file. So I can actually start editing people's file. So your task till next week is that I want you to edit, work together, use Slack I want you to WhatsApp. I want you to add your own the food you like best to everybody's file. Everybody's file. Everybody's file. So I'm going to do mine and then share it. So I'll go to our phones file and say the food Bernard likes best is, because I want to put my name and say that the food Bernard likes best is, yeah. And then I'll create a PR. I'll commit that one, and I'll edit this person's file. I'll add my name, commit that one, edit this file, commit that one, edit this file, commit that one, edit this file, commit that one. And then after that, I'll push and create one pull request. I will also create a new branch and call it adding to everybody. So call it Bernard update food everybody. So I can say get checkout -B Bernard food to all files .main. Boom! I created a new and I'm going to add my food information to everybody. Okay. Normally, you will not do everybody. You will tell John Luke, can you do Abdullah? But I want us to also learn how to resolve conflicts. So definitely, because we are all going to edit the same line on the same file, we're going to have a lot of conflicts. And then I'll assign conflict resolution to other people, okay, so that you can resolve those conflicts as well and make sure that we can all have everybody on the same line or on the same file, okay? So that's your task. Monday, Saturday, when we meet again, we will then by that time have only the conflicts to resolve. So I'll expect that by the time you come to the thing on Saturday morning, 7 o'clock, you have done this already, okay? And then we can look into it. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
3 hours, man.
Thank you, Bernard.
3 hours.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.